Today, VX-9 Point MUGU will execute several coordinated maneuvers, including strafing, bombing, and simulated air combat maneuvering. These maneuvers will be performed in the F-14B upgrade. Piloting Vandy 240 is Lieutenant Daryl Nub Sanderlin from Raleigh, North Carolina, and his radar intercept officer is Commander John Aldo Maitner, the officer in charge of Point MUGU, the officer in charge of VX-9 Point MUGU from Bayonne, New Jersey. Piloting Vandy 241 is Lieutenant Commander John Rhino Einhorn from St. Joseph, Michigan, and his radar intercept officer is Commander Steve Lenny Leslie from Pensacola, Florida. My name is Lieutenant Chuck Red, and I'm from Lockhart, Texas, and I'm a RIA with VX-9. To the left, Vandy 240 and 241 will demonstrate the acceleration and climb rate of the Tomcat by performing high-performance unrestricted climb takeoffs. In modern combat, speed and acceleration are vital components in increasing survivability in the air-to-air and air-to-ground arenas. Now you see Vandy 240 just passing up around the mountain there to the north, coming nose on now. All fighter pilots continually train in order to increase proficiency in air combat. Training progresses from basic fighter maneuvers to multi-aircraft air combat maneuvering. The tail chase is a basic fighter maneuver that practices gun sight tracking for the offensive aircraft and basic defensive maneuvering for the defensive aircraft. These maneuvers are used by all fighter pilots to achieve kills in the visual arena. From the right, Vandy 240 and 241 perform the tail chase. If you look to the left here, Vandy 240s lining up with a few evasive maneuvers, pulling 25 degrees nose high, climbing through 1,500 feet. You'll see them roll inverted, pull down 5 Gs, have 2 to 3 seconds to acquire the target, squeeze off it on the pickle button, and put a bomb on target on the ground here. Lieutenant Nub Sanderlin pulls off target. Extensively and become highly proficient in the art of air-to-air gunnery and air-to-ground strafe. If you look to the right here, Vandy 241 in a low pop coming down, setting his gun sights on the ground to employ the M61 Vulcan cannon. Capable of delivering 6,000 rounds per minute of 20mm bullets, leveling his opposition. The F-14 represents superior performance of America's fighters when compared to other aircraft throughout the world. It has a turn radius of 2,100 feet. While deployed on America's aircraft carriers, naval aviators must maintain their level of intensity on every mission to the very end. One of the most demanding evolutions in naval aviation is landing a 27-ton fighter on the pitching deck of a carrier at night. This requires unique skill and special equipment. The Fresnel lens or meatball and tail hook allow the F-14 to accomplish this task in 100 feet aboard the carrier. Vandy 241 will demonstrate the carrier day VFR or case 1 pattern. They'll come in at 600 feet from left to right here. 450 knots or greater. As he slows down, you'll see the wings coming out at about 300 knots as he gets down there. 250 knots, the gears coming down, 220's lowering his flaps, and he's going to be on speed at about 140 knots as he passes the round down to the ship.
Oh boy, the loud time's coming down. What? They're gonna blow it.
Formation flight is a basic skill that is taught early in every naval aviator's career. The ability to maintain the proper position is an aspect of all phases of any mission, whether it be executing long-range intercepts or transiting instrument weather conditions. These skills are finely honed in order to help ensure mission success. Vandy 240 and 241 will now demonstrate precise formation flight. Air Test and Evaluation Squadron 9 would like to say thank you for allowing us to demonstrate our naval capabilities. We hope that our pride and professionalism will serve as an example of the men and women who serve our great country aboard the aircraft carriers currently deployed around the world. From the right, Bandy 240 and Bandy 241 will execute a band break.
Uh-oh, not again. My gear is over here. No, don't worry. Which one? Where? Dad! Here! Dad!
Thanks for your kind attention. Please give a big hand to Lieutenant Daryl Nuff Sanderlin and Commander John Aldo Maitner and Vandy 240, and Lieutenant Commander John Rhino Einhorn and Commander Steve Lenny Leslie and Vandy 241. Thank you.
Let's hear it for VX-9. What a tremendous job they've done. I tell you what, in this day and age with the cutbacks, it's very difficult to come up with the squadrons to be able to do this, and these guys have really worked hard to make it happen.